Okay, go for it.
Ndesanjo Macha, the Sub-Saharan Africa editor for Global Voices, and I blog in Swahili at Convoy.
Okay.
And
can you please tell me about your keynote, some of the highlights?
Yeah, I was making this argument that social media is very African, and that it's not something. The values and the concepts embedded in social media are not new to Africa. And I talked about the state of the African blogosphere, what we have done so far, showing that it's a promising tool for development, for fundraising, for sharing voices, and for speaking truth to power, especially when it comes to places like Zimbabwe and Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And I talk about identity, that in the blogosphere we have people like white African, showing that African blogosphere is very diverse, and even it challenges our notions of who is an African.
Yeah.
And I ended by saying that as individuals we're very smart, and as a group we're a mob, and we're a smart mob, and we can create new Africa.
Yeah, I like what you said there, because that is like from the Food Train Manifesto, but you didn't even reference the Food Train Manifesto because, remember that we were both at TED Global, and this is some things that have been in Africa for centuries upon centuries, maybe even going back thousands of years, the idea of communal decision-making.
Yes.
I'm thinking about George Aite's presentation. It made such a huge impact on me.
Yes.
How would you link like this conference, the Digital Citizen Indaba, with something like TED Global? What is the link between them? How can we share and communicate?
Wow. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because, yeah, that one is focused on technology and development. I think that one looks at a larger picture and very, macro. And this one here focuses specifically on media. And I think they play a role, because one is about, changing our society. And one is about maybe reporting that change or documenting that change. So yeah, I think
Okay. Well, I mean, it's fascinating for me because we have some of the people from there that are here, and we can pollinate those ideas in here, and then obviously take these ideas back into their community. So maybe if you can close and just tell me, tell the viewers about your Global Voices role.
Yeah, so what I do is to track conversations taking place in sub-Saharan Africa blogosphere, and point to interesting conversations.
Maybe any final thoughts on being back in South Africa?
Oh yeah, as I said 30 years ago, Steve Biko, 30 years ago, next week Steve Biko died, so for me it's a special moment to be here at this time. Yeah.
Please give me that quote. That was a fantastic quote.
Yeah, I write what I like. And he also said, we are the agents of our own history.
Thank you.
That's powerful.